UFC 329 is just a day away, so I wanted to make a little breakdown prediction video. What's a better card than this? International Fight Week, Conor McGregor's comeback. Uh, first ever YouTube video, so I hope to make more of these in the future, centered around kind of UFC or MMA content. Anyways, so here's the card. We've actually got some good prelims that I'll talk about briefly. A banger main card that I'll cover all of, including the headliner being the return of Conor McGregor, looking to get his first UFC win in 6 years over Max Holloway. We got BST versus Paddy, Corey Sandhagen versus Bautista, Royval versus Kavanagh at flyweight, and then Bobby Green versus Terrence McKinney, which I'm looking forward to. That's one hell of a way to start a main card. The prelims actually pretty solid. So, first one I'm looking forward to is Ryan Gandra. He's coming off a first round KO. He's fighting Zachary Reese. Reese has been KO'd in the past. Just lost a tight decision to Michel Pereira. So I got Gandra winning this one, probably by knockout. Another guy I'm looking out for is Damian Pinez. He's a 9-1 middleweight with 8 KOs, 6 of them coming in the first round, and one first round sub. So 100% finish rate, facing Cesar Almeida. Yeah, I kind of expect him to flatline Almeida in the first. Then onto featherweight, we got the featherweight prospect Luke Riley. He's taking on Kai Kamaka. Luke Riley coming on a Paddy Pimblett's gym. Of course, I expect a finish from him. Probably round 2, round 3 finish. Then Cody Garbrandt. He's facing Adrian Yanez. So we'll see if Unk still got it, or if Yanez is going to take this one. I favor Yanez a bit. He's the younger fighter. Cody's on a pretty bad streak. He's not been too good for a while. So yeah, I got Yanez. Then moving up to heavyweight, we got John Jones's fucking apprentice, Gable Stevenson. And he's against Elijah Ellison. So I got Stevenson by first round sub or ground and pound TKO. His UFC debut, but I expect he'll probably be pretty good. Then next fight, the last fight of the prelims, Robert Whittaker, he's moving up to light heavyweight, taking on Nikita Krylov, who is balding. He's a bit of a killer, be killed kind of fighter. 6 out of his last 7 fights ending in a finish, either for or against him. But yeah, I got Robert Whittaker getting the win here, hopefully, in a move up to light heavyweight. He is a bit of a... He's even a smaller middleweight, so he's surprisingly moved up. But hopefully this division suits him better. Then, kicking off the main card, I can't wait for this one. King Green versus Terrence McKinney. This is guaranteed to be a first round finish for one of these guys, both having 9 first round KOs each in their career. So someone's going to sleep. They also have multiple subs in the first round. So 2 similar fighters, 2 dangerous guys. I got King Green winning by knockout. He's going to knock out Terrence. That's kind of a biased take because I do love Bobby. But I wouldn't be surprised if either guy gets the win here. Then at flyweight, we have Brandon Royval. He's taken on Conor Kavanagh. I feel like this will be a replica of Royval versus Van last year on International Fight Week. You know, Royval's a great fighter. He only really loses to elite guys in the division like Pantoja, Cap, or Van. But I think Kavanagh is another one of these elite guys, you know what I mean? So I got Kavanagh by finish. I wouldn't be surprised if Kavanagh has a belt by the end of 2027. Following that, we have Corey Sandhagen against Mario Batista. They're both coming off losses to top-level wrestlers in Merab and Umar, respectively. I still believe Corey's a top 5 guy. I think his footwork and range is going to be too much for Mario. It's going to be a legendary battle for the outside foot position. Could be a bit boring, but I got Corey by decision. On to what could be fight of the night in Benoit Saint-Denis, looking to be Paddy Pimblett. No doubt this will be a banger. BSD's energy and power. He's going to look to blast through Paddy's chin. BSD, obviously, he can finish a fight. We saw against Hooker and Rufy. This guy's aggressive. He wants to take your head off. But he's got to be careful if he brings a wrestling approach against Paddy. If he goes to double leg him, Paddy's going to jump on a gilly or get to a triangle or armbar. But I don't rate Paddy too highly. I got BSD by round 2 TKO. Then on to the main event, the moment we'd all been waiting for. Conor McGregor is back. He's taking on Max Holloway. You know, Conor's been out of the sport for 5 years. He broke his leg against Poirier, whereas Max has stayed active. He's gone 5-3 since then against the best featherweights and lightweights in the world. You know, he's beaten Yair. He's beaten Arnold Allen. He's beaten Korean Zombie. And, of course, the KO against Gaethje at UFC 300. And he's beaten Poirier. But he has lost to Volk in a dominant decision. He's been knocked out by Ilya for the first time in his career. And another dominant wrestling loss to Charles. People have brought up the wrestling of Conor as a potential path to victory like he did in the first meeting. But that was 13 years ago. Like, yeah, Charles out-wrestled Max, but Charles on a different planet compared to McGregor. So it's not like McGregor's been in Dagestan for the last 5 years. You know, he's been in court and he's been in AA meetings. So McGregor's going to look for the finish early, but I don't think it's going to happen. Max is going to outlast him. The boxing, the cardio, the great chin. We've seen that before in Nate Diaz. I see him outlasting him through round 2, 3, and then getting a finish around 3 or 4. So, yeah, that's all I have for my first prediction video. If anyone watches this at all, I'd appreciate a like, a subscribe, a comment on how you guys think UFC 329 will go. That's all I got.